Hey, our mateys, we're back with Marie and Peter.
And we've got refills.
And we have refills.
Cheers.
From the last one. Cheers. If you cruise with young children, Peter's got 3 young daughters, and they were looking for something to kind of do with the kids that'd be interactive besides on the computer. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to let you guys go with this.
Well, I'm not quite sure what the trigger was, but we somehow, and Marie says it was my idea, I'm not going to claim copyrights on this one, but somehow we got up with the idea of doing a treasure hunt.
I think that's something that a lot of, people will do, treasure hunt for their kids. And It was going to be some simple little thing, right? But then we thought, they love Kakaway Island.
Yeah. So we started out to look for items or what a treasure hunt would all require, and
we needed to have a map.
Props and
we
stuff,
knew that. So. We knew that we wanted them to find a message in a bottle. That was
okay. All right. So let's start from there. Okay. So you wanted to do a treasure hunt. What were the steps involved to get to the treasure?
Well, in my recollection, it started out, we were thinking about we need a treasure chest, because of course if you have a treasure, it's usually buried somewhere in a treasure chest, and we had a hard time finding something suitable. And then one day we were over in Chestertown, there were yard sales, and we were driving through town.
I say, hey!
And out of the corner of my eye, I see on the sidewalk this chest, this treasure chest, this chest, and we literally bought it through the window. So it was kind of a sidewalk yard sale.
A drive-up yard.
It was a drive-by.
It was really kind of cool, and it cost like $5 or something. So now we had the treasure chest. That's how I remember it all started, and then it kind of really got out of hand and mushroomed from there.
Yeah.
Oh, this thing mushroomed.
It really did. So we knew that we wanted them to find a message in a bottle, and so first we have to find a cool bottle. So
let me tell you this. Cool bottles contain lousy wine. So
it didn't matter. It didn't matter what the wine tasted like. The bottle was the.
So we went to or Marie did this.
I believe
she bought this real cool looking bottle with really lousy wine in it, which we had to.
Because it was embossed, and it looked like because the story was that somebody had left a message in a bottle that there was pirate treasure buried, and so the bottle, it was from like the 1600s, so we had to have a bottle that looked the part.
Okay.
And so it was kind of embossed and raised, and with I don't know, some sort of a design on it that made it look ancient.
So the steps were, you were going to have the girls find the bottle.
Right.
So when they found the bottle.
Well, we had a little bit more preparations to go through.
Okay.
Because so now we had the general idea, and now where do we bury the treasure? And of course, that needed to be a place where not by accident somebody else is going to dig it up before we get there with the children.
And not only that, but we wanted it to be a sailing adventure as well.
So we went up to this uninhabited island in the Chester River, and I dug a hole, which that is easier said than done.
Lots of roots,
kind of stuff. So I thought I'm going to go there and dig a hole for our treasure chest, but that was much more difficult to do. But long story short, I got that in. And the treasure chest went in with all kind of can I say Amazon?
Yeah.
You find treasure on Amazon, gold nuggets, and
we also went to thrift stores. We went to find like old-fashioned clip-on earrings or anything that looked.
Okay.
Yeah, we spent a lot.
So you got jewelry.
We actually spent 6 weeks, probably over a month.
And the whole thing
gathering things.
Okay.
The whole thing took place when the time of the year was approaching Halloween. So we also put a skull in the treasure chest, and so
and an arm.
And an arm.
It really got.
So we went out to Cackaway with all that stuff.
But you know,
dug the
stuff
hole,
happened before that.
Put it in there.
Because we had the other little chest. Remember? First they had to find the little chest, and this was something I got at, like Michael's or something like that, and it's unpainted. Well, I burned it. So
Okay.
it looked like it had been through a lot. They had to...
All right, so now after you got the chest and you got it dug, then they had to, what?
Well,
find the bottle, find
the way we went about it was at a beach here locally at Rock Hall. We all went to have a nice day at the beach, and that's how we sold it to the kids who didn't know what was coming. And so they are climbing on the rocks, they're playing on the beach and stuff, and very secretly I kind of drop the bottle with the message about the whole treasure chest into the water. Now there are other kids playing there, so Marie had to fend off the locals.
They were like,
So
big
they-
bunch of boys.
message in the
Look, what's
bottle.
this? And I'm like,
All the kids are coming and want to get our message in the bottle, and she had to tell, oh, wait a minute, this is not for you, this is for the girls over there. And then our youngest, Johanna, no, I think it doesn't really matter. One of the girls saw there's something floating in there. Saw it was a
remember
ball.
Helena
It was
with her eagle eyes? Yeah.
Helena. And then they were running. It's very shallow water, so they're running there. They pick up the bottle. Sure enough, there is a message in there, and then we read it to them. So the story that they found in that bottle on that parchment kind of wrapping paper thing was the story of a fictitious person, a young girl, Felicia, who was allegedly going with her parents to the colonies from England, and the ship got into a storm, and the girl got rescued by pirates. The parents succumbed in the storm, so she was now with the pirates, and the pirates treated her very well. And in her years with the pirates, she got knowledge of a treasure that was buried somewhere. And there were some very crude hints where that treasure might have been buried.
Except all they knew was all she knew was where they had buried the map to the treasure.
Oh, just the map.
Yes, because the map was not in the bottle, just the letter was.
Okay, so it
was like
the
a two-part-
letter in the bottle
Gave
that
hints.
take them to
The little
chest
that had a map
Then the little
and a
chest.
compass.
And it had a compass.
Yeah,
in
a
it.
compass and a spyglass and a key.
So the whole story of Felicia was talking about an area where a treasure map may be buried. So the girls had to figure out by the clues that were in this letter of Felicia where this treasure map is now to be found.
And you wouldn't have guessed it. It was right in our marina.
Yes,
No way.
yes, it was right in the
And
marina.
in all those hundreds of years, nobody had found it.
Wow. Okay.
So we went there. The girls had a little bit of a hard time to getting that part of it, but eventually we got that
So
little
give a little hint.
chest, which contained the actual treasure map. And Marie did a great job of how that looked, and we cross-checked with modern technology, i.e. Google.
Yeah, because we're not going to sail for 5 hours to Cackaway. Oh, but we named it. We named it a different name.
Yes, we called it Sister Island.
Sister Island, which happened to be what the girls called Cackaway Island when they would play on it. Let's call
cool.
it Sister Island. And so I don't know how the Felicia knew that, or how the pirates knew that it was called Sister Island, but
So now we checked what this treasure map, where it could be. And
I Googled
cross-checked
it.
with Google.
and the
sure
picture on
enough,
Google looked just like the
it's Cackaway Island, so it's a 5-hour sail from where we are. Of course, we needed a shovel, so the girls were walking all over the marina trying to find a shovel, and I had a few of our boating friends involved in this because I felt they would they would kind of think something is wrong if all of a sudden Daddy has a shovel on the boat.
That we'd never seen this before.
So
And they went up and down the whole dock asking people.
They were asking about the shovel, and sure enough, one of the people that we got involved in this had a shovel. Yes, here's the shovel. So then we set out to sail to Cackaway Island and timed it so we would arrive there in the evening.
All right, now wait a minute. I got to interrupt here because, guys, I'm looking through. This is really cool too. They put together a book of the whole adventure of all the pictures and everything.
Yeah, what is
And-
it?
and
It said, Three Sisters Quest for Pirate Treasure.
Well, hopefully you guys will send me some pictures I can put on with this because everybody is in pirates garb.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah,
Pirates and Wenches Weekend had been just before, so we had the whole outfit.
Okay, so this is important. Not only was this a storyline, they were dressed for the occasion. Okay, go ahead.
So we arrived
Sorry.
at Cackaway Island. Of course, the girls are very eager. They want to go to the island right away and follow the treasure map and find the treasure. And we had to stop them. And
Well, the
we're
sun
gonna
was
do that
going
the next
down,
morning.
yeah.
And it's too late.
And we have to dress for it because on the
Oh,
trip
yeah.
we were just dressed in normal.
So the next
normal everyday
morning,
clothes.
we took our dinghy over there.
Oh, but and
full-
first we had to put up the pirate flag.
full.
Oh, you had a pirate flag
the
too?
pink- yeah, we have a pink pirate princess's flag.
Oh,
And then we followed the. The girls had the treasure map, and so they followed the steps from one area that was described on the island to the next, and so many paces in that direction.
Well, and
we had a compass there.
The thing is that he doesn't really, it's not part that he was involved in. He was busy for 2 hours digging a hole. While I was scoping out different landmarks
so
and
who
pacing
drew,
them off.
who drew the
and
map?
I did.
Okay.
But I had to do it after we'd already been there to bury the treasure.
Oh,
Because I didn't know where it would be, and I you have to have. So while he was digging this hole, I was picking out landmarks, pacing them off with the compass. Say south southwest, 25 paces to this thing, and then you go to this thing, and so.
yeah, but did you take little paces or big paces?
And I tried to take reasonable,
The kids were little enough not to question that.
Yeah, but I mean, I had to pick out things that, like, there was this old, dead tree along the beach, and it was the creepy tree, and I had to take pictures of all these things.
Okay.
And then when we got back, then I had to make a map and and then not only the map, but then there was also instructions written in rhyme.
Oh,
That the pirates had said, so it all rhymed. Head south southwest to the creepy tree, and then this and this and this, and it all rhymed. And it was all written in old English looking stuff, and it was burned around the edges, and yeah. So that took quite a while to do, but he was the one digging the hole.
did you feel like you were digging your own grave at that point?
No, I just remember that was all obviously way before we actually arrived at the island
Right.
with the kids.
Oh.
And it was really, really hot. I remember
Yeah.
that. And obviously I'm wearing glasses. The one thing that annoyed me the most is with all the sweat, my glasses were constantly sliding off my face,
Into the dirt hole.
falling into the dirt. And with my spade, I was kind of worried that I would literally kind of crush my glasses. And without those, I'm pretty much blind like a bat. So, that was the whole preparation thing.
Now, you have that hole dug there.
The treasure is in there. It is-
Should we talk about the treasure after they open it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, the treasure chest was wrapped into sailcloth. We got
Tied with a
we got a chain around
and an
it with
old-fashioned
an
lock
old-fashioned
that they could use the key that they had found in the
Oh.
first treasure chest to open that lock.
Then
There was the skeleton hand that was holding on to the chain.
So when we finally arrived at the location, one little kind of neat little side note is my twins, who were 4 at the time. So we jump out of the dinghy. We are at the shore, and without them even taking any kind of consideration to the directions, they take the shovel and make an X into the sand right there where we land.
And start digging.
And are screaming, X marks the spot, and start digging. And so I had to first direct them that not anywhere where you mark an X is a treasure underneath.
Wouldn't that be great, guys? Let's go out and mark an X and start digging. We'll get rich.
So we followed the directions of the treasure map and eventually found the location that was also marked with an X, where I previously had put 2 branches, 2 pieces of fallen wood across
that
the
was
bottom.
the X.
So,
That's what
so
that
I
is.
would
Okay.
find the place again.
Exactly.
So now we're starting to dig, and we all helped in this, and it was of course much easier now because it was
Yeah, you just
already
right down to the dirt.
Except you were saying, like, they really buried this thing deep.
I was surprised. I made it hole deeper than I recall. So then the reaction that I most remember is my oldest, at the time she was 7, I believe, Helena. So we hit that treasure chest. You can hear it, and everybody is very excited at this time. And oh my God, we really found something!
Oh,
here.
she was just beside herself. This is real.
And then the skeleton arm that I had placed to kind of grab onto the treasure chest, she was really. All the girls were kind of. Well, not frightened, but that was, oh my goodness, there's really something there. Took the treasure chest out, put the skeleton arm aside, and then inside the chest, once we opened it, there is this skull with a gemstone in his eye socket.
Oh my gosh.
And it looked really
It looked real.
Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
I mean, it looked real.
And my Helena takes the skull and throws it back in the hole and says, oh, I don't want to be
She just like opened it up and went, and just went
totally priceless. And then, of course, they checked through the treasure and through the jewelry, and they put the rings on and the clip-on earrings.
Oh, they had, oh my God.
They had a real good time with that. And look, there's real treasure here. And they all have their favorite segments where the individual girl did or said something that they found noteworthy. And the book was actually read in the kindergarten class of the twins. And right now, my oldest daughter, who is now in 4th grade, one of her teachers, who by accident, we talked about this during a parent and teacher conference, and she asks now if she could have the book, the Shutterfly book, and to kind of follow through with that.
It's a little plug for Shutterfly. I think they should
We
pay
get
us
it. Right.
royalties or something.
But now, do the girls?
The whole thing is very much still up in their minds, and
Okay.
and they still, at this point, they still believe that it's all real.
Okay, that's what I was going to
Yeah,
ask.
so they
Okay.
can't watch this.
They did an incredible job on this. I mean, what we did was so petty compared. And this, I'll bet this was a lot of fun putting together.
Well, it was kind of one thing led to the next. I mean, in the beginning,
It was going to be some simple little thing.
We
yeah.
didn't really know what would all come from this and how elaborate it would become. But the main thing, I guess, is sailing with kids is just a totally different thing than when you don't have kids there. So the boat becomes sort of a means to a big, or a tool, a vehicle for a bigger means. And they learned a lot in this whole process, starting with directions, using a compass, using a spy class, even reading maps and charts to check, is this really
It was
Castaway
educational.
Island? So
Yeah.
they learned a lot about it, and a little bit even about American history with the colonies and how English settlers may have come here, piracy. So there's a lot that the kids, I think, took away from this, aside from
treasure.
finding fake treasure.
And I think once they're old enough and they realize that we did it all, I think that they'll have a lot more appreciation of it, even more
I
than
think
if
they
it
will.
were real.
I think they will.
They better.
I think they will. Well, guys, this is a fantastic idea. I hope some of you have picked this up.
We
and,
have a hole to sell you.
Oh, that's right. I was just going to say that. The hole that Peter dug. What are you charging
Wait,
for that?
and not only
it's
that.
only $1,000.
Well,
Not only that, but it also has the skull and we
it
gave
still
it a
has the
burial.
skull.
We gave the pirate a burial.
Oh, you gave the skull.
We did.
What about the arm?
The skull and the arm, they had a
had a
nice
proper burial.
Yes.
Yes,
So that was very respectful
Yes.
of you guys.
That's exactly right.
For-
And I tell you, if you ever want to do this, contact me. I will disclose the location of the hole.
For
but
a
it's-
price.
But it's not going to be for free. I sweated way too much.
All right. Well, guys, until next time, happy and safe boating and safe treasure hunting. Cheers, guys. Thanks.
Always empty here.